Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. Gervonta Davis would love to fight again this year as potential opponent named. Gervonta Davis recorded a 7th round knockout win over Ryan Garcia back in April, and now thoughts have turned to who he might fight next. Multi-weight champion Tank Davis is now 29-0 with 27 wins inside the distance. He has recently been released from jail after serving time for breaking a 90-day home detention order, but has 200 hours of community service to attend to. With the path clear to get back to action, former opponent Isaac Pitbull Cruz has been floated as a potential opponent. Although he lost via unanimous decision, Cruz is one of only 2 men who can say they have taken Tank the distance and in a jury for the winner or otherwise. Showtime Sports executive Steven Espinosa was recently asked by Fight Hype if the rematch is a realistic fight. I think it's an option. It's an interesting one because of Isaac's style, and the fact that neither one of the guys was completely satisfied with how the first fight went. Isaac believed he had a missed opportunity that he could not follow up. Tank was hampered by the hand. I would love to see that fight again. It doesn't necessarily mean it's next with Tank getting out. Isaac being on this card, people try to join the dots, and it's not really that simple. There are plenty of other guys that we can look at. Cruz faces undefeated Giovanni Cabrera this weekend on the undercard of Errol Spence Jr. vs Terence Crawford. Espinosa was then asked if Davis will be out for a 3rd time this year. Tank would love to. He's pretty adamant. He has a little community service to take care of. If he can get back in fighting shape and take care of the details at the end of this year, start of next year is possible. Talk then moved to undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney and the possibility of a matchup between the two. There was some preliminary discussions. I'm not aware any numbers have been exchanged. Haney is in the middle of a lot of things. He has a lot of opportunities. Tank just getting out. Haney's got a couple of immediate opportunities he has to address. I'm not sure from my perspective there is a realistic opportunity to talk about Haney to Tank when you've got 2 mandatory or 2 title challengers waiting for you. Tank is probably best at 135 and will probably stay there unless there is an opportunity that dictates otherwise. If you ask Tank, he will say all those guys. Cruz, Haney, back-to-back nights. Haney is expected to announce his next move soon, with a jump up in weight triggering the 4 belts to become vacant. Oscar De La Hoya has laid out how he would like Ryan Garcia to navigate his return back up in weight to super lightweight, and it appears to be at odds with how King Ryan himself wants to tackle the division. Garcia announced that he would be moving back to 130-pound division following his stoppage defeat to Gervonta Davis back in April, and has been linked to world title fights with the likes of Teofimo Lopez, Regis Prograis and Rolando Romero. However, in a recent interview with Fight Hype, De La Hoya admitted he would prefer the 24-year-old have a tune-up fight before taking on one of the division's big names. If he's moving up to 130 next, then he should have a tune-up fight at 130. He should get his feet wet at 130. That's what you do in boxing. Any expert will tell you you don't just move up and fight the very best, you have to get your feet wet. I hate calling them tune-ups, but someone who will challenge you, then you go after all the marbles. Given De La Hoya is, in his own words, no longer in direct contact with Garcia due to an ongoing contractual dispute between them, this agreement should come as no surprise. And that appears to be the case here, judging by a list of potential opponents Garcia outlined on Twitter for his next outing. 3 people I want to fight next. Probably they just ordered for him to fight someone else. Isaac Cruz, if he is willing to go to 130 pounds, Teofimo Lopez, Garcia is now in training under the guidance of a new coach, David James, and is expected to announce his next move in the not-too-distant future. De La Hoya is confident that it will be under his promotional banner. Gervonta Davis' next potential opponents for this year. Gervonta Davis is out of jail after serving 44 days of sentence for violating a prison sentence initially. Related to his infamous hit-and-run case from 2020, Tank was under house arrest, which he violated by staying at the Four Seasons Hotel and a $3.4 million worth penthouse instead of trainer Calvin Ford's one-bedroom stay. He will now have to serve another community. However, Tank is likely to appear inside the ring again. And Showtime, Steven Espinosa shitline on whom we can see the undefeated knockout artist face next. In a chat with Fight Hype, Espinosa said, "I think it's an option, rematch Isaac Cruz. You know, and I think it's an interesting one because of Isaac's style. And the fact that neither one of those guys was completely satisfied with how the first fight went. But there is plenty of other guys that we could look at. We will look at as well." The Showtime representative also said that a potential fight between Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney is also in preliminary discussions. However, it's not likely to be happening next for either man, as rages progress can get a shot at Dream Haney. That said, Espinosa highly rated the possibility of hosting Davis vs Haney in the future. A possible matchup between Gervonta Davis and Chris Colbert is also in the early stage of development, per Espinosa. 29-0 as a multi-weight champion, Gervonta Davis is one of the most electrifying knockout punchers of this era, boasting 27 KOs so far. His last win is the prime example of why boxers should never sleep on the Tank Davis abilities. Gervonta Davis is fresh off one of his biggest career wins following an interesting build-up. Gervonta Davis silenced Ryan Garcia in April 2023 at Las Vegas, in what turned out to be one of the biggest fights of the year. Davis snatched Garcia's unbeaten record and won the bout via knockout in round 7 of the 12 rounds headliner. Tank scored his first knockdown in round 2 and looked dominant till the bout lasted. Now that he is done beating Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis has become an even bigger name in today's boxing. It remains to be seen who he faces next. Oscar De La Hoya disagrees with Ryan Garcia's fight plans. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.